Okay, this I'm not on the app, but this will do. Okay, so I have the app. I can put on a nice little show, and say something important that I need to say. So, which I love to do. Yeah, that app is amazing, and I'm gonna keep it. Keep it. I'm gonna keep the app. Um, Only thing about what scares me about apps, to be honest, you guys. Okay, well, I probably should hold off on that thought before let some people come in first. Let me let you guys come in first, and then I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. Yeah, I'm gonna to try to enjoy. And let me see. Let's see here. Um, I probably should have created a fresh uh, stream. I probably should have created a fresh stream, but so at least you guys make it in here. I don't know if yeah, it's usually like 3 minutes. This is insane. Usually you guys are in here fast. Now what? So I might need to create a new stream altogether. Oh yeah, I didn't even add hashtags on this one. So yeah, this one probably is not meant to go far. I don't know. Oh, okay. So I wanted to explain what scares me about using streaming apps because I always think that, um, like, it's a company and, like certain content, especially like content mind, making making predictions in general, that it's like sometimes I get a sense of like maybe being kicked off because like whenever I feel like whenever we go into very like various topics, unless I'm directly streaming to YouTube, like it starts to act funny. And to me, I'm thinking, is that the monitoring system? Is that people who are the human monitors, like making sure that, oh, no, you're going to start making wild predictions. No, you're psychic. No, psychics, no. And click like end live, So I always worry about that in my head. I'm always thinking like that's what happens. I clearly I'm traumatized. I had some experiences of like certain of my predictions being if you want to call it suppressed, definitely monitored. It was monitored, and then under the guise, oh, it's to help, like quality assurance. It's to monitor and to suppress because like dynamic readings, and I know that were perfect, and the client knew that said, glowing feedback, 5 stars, you helped me, and then I would get uh, you know um, like it's like they're trying to control the conversation, and it's like, oh yeah, well, don't say it that, do it this way, and I'm like, like people who are not psychic, they're not therapists, and and I found out that they also are, abusing drugs at the same time having these conversations with me. I'm like, oh golly, you've got somebody who's all of their life, some retiree who picked up this job, who is managing but is listening and is like, oh, I think I have some think I want to tell the world, like want to tell it to me to be like, to the world. I'm like, I resisted and I never did it. I always would like, well, I'll try it. Oh, I'll think about it, but I never took it on. And it was always an issue. It was an issue that stood out like a sore thumb. Yeah, but I like the places where I'm at now because like they let me be and let me do what they hired the expert to do, and that is help people and use my language and use the tools and the experience and the education to help them without all of the stuff. That's I was to me like engineers wanting to control information, wanting to control data, use the information as data to create this weird program that that they can decipher and make prediction and like, oh gosh, keep me out of that. I don't want none of that. Anyway, that's my traumas. Okay, I'm just sharing some of my traumas. Hi, Kate, 28. How are you? I've been going live a little bit, so this is like I discovered a new app, and it allows me to do a full on. I can like share like something that I'm talking about. You can see it as well. Right now, I'm not on that app. Right now, I'm just on YouTube. hmm I'm getting used to live streaming. But however, I got a disclaimer. These next 100 watch hours, I'm trying to get to 500 watch hours, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna be exhausting. It's gonna be crazy. Uh, I can already tell. Like it's like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be tough this time around. The other times, like when I started getting watch hours, a breeze. I was excited, but it's like something about this. Something Spirit said, no, this one's going to be a challenge. So I think I'm building quality. Like I'm trying to figure out what works, and I didn't have the means of like sharing like images and things with you guys. Now I can. So, and also discovering how I want to share my ebook with you guys for next year. It's going to be fantastic. Also, do, like the types of streams where, regardless of what we talk about, I know we talk about different things. We talk about just everyday stuff. We talk about just ourselves. We talk about um, what is the purpose of a psychic? Why do you even need a psychic? Why do you even want a psychic? Is psychic even good for you? We talk about those subjects. We talk about religious subjects. It's just, I'm just trying to create a better experience for all of us. Um, I love the bells and whistles though. I like bells and whistles. I like being able to at least bare minimum. I'm not saying it's got to be super complex, but at least be able to show some piece of work, that you can clearly see on the screen. Then we can, because that way you don't have to just take my word for it. Because I'm like, let me show you. so so anyway, I figured out how to do it through a particular app that I invested into. It's like for a year. I've already been using it. It's kind of addictive. I'm addicted to it. It just I can tell there's something. I get to a particular type of conversation, and it's like ooh, click off, in the life. So I think that will probably be the only issue. But I think that all um, are not, what do you call it? Uh, was it fail proof? Just going live directly is probably the better way, but it's like, okay, now I kind of know why people are like, save all your lives, save all your videos. I haven't gotten that determined yet. Like I gotta save all the videos. I'm like on backup, not backing up all the videos. So hopefully, I don't do go if I ever go so radical that I lose all my videos is something I did. It's something that probably, something I really did to call that. I don't think it, I don't, I believe in, the good side of, destiny. I don't think that it's going to, I don't think I don't think it's going to just disappear. It says favorite season and why. Answer, why? Fall, first of all, fall, well, not gall, fall. Fall, BC. It's fantastic. It is romantic. I'll be cheesy. I'm going to go cheesy because it is romantic, of course. Especially this year. Okay, yeah, that's all they want. I'll put excellent. Okay, there's my answer. Answer will appear in the chat. Well, it isn't doing it. But it says drag here to end Q&A. Oh, okay. There's my answer. Okay, it says, okay, drag it. Whoop, hold on. It's still here. Well, it won't let me end the Q&A. Well, that was a, I'll never do that again. I'll never do the Q&A thing again. Anyways, so I'm trying to figure out how I can go live more. I'm trying to, I guess, go live more often. Uh, I tried to also participate in a Q&A. Now I'm sad that I did because it doesn't seem to be acting right. But anyway, I was asking favorite season and why. I said fall because it's romantic, and now it's like you can't even move it out of the way. Like let me clear it. Well, anyway, I guess it's kind of stuck. We'll just leave it here. We will just let it be. Mm-hmm. Hi. I've been going live through my studio app. Yeah, I now have a studio membership, so I can, kind of, I guess, it's like teaching. It's like I can do presentation because I can, let you allow you to see what I see. Um, yeah. So I just got it like a few hours ago. So right now I'm just showing it. I'm showing it off. So I'm not necessarily have I started like actually, I guess, teaching. Haven't yet, but I can. I can definitely put out there like, look, this is genuinely a psychics channel. So that's what I like about it. I can show what I'm talking about. Hmm. I couldn't figure out how to make that happen. Like, okay, well, how am I going to talk about these things if I can't even create an image, to show? It's really nice, though. It's nice being able to do that. Yeah, I just wanted to come in on my natural, I guess, on this YouTube, just to hop in real quick and see the experience. I guess, yeah, there's like three different ways. Hopefully, this will be enough to keep me invested. Right now, I'm doing a little bit of investigation, like how to like really make the lives become what it's meant to be. Hmm. Yeah. So, hmm so I hope that hold on, everybody. I'll be right back. I'm gonna disappear for a brief second. Gonna disappear. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'm back in. Yeah. So, I hope that everybody's having a good day. Anyways, if you're having a fantastic day, that's good. I'm just gonna just hang out. I just turned off uh, the camera just to kind of come in and just sort of chat a bit and and just kind of shuffle the cards. I have tried to work on this, importance of going live. I think that's an important thing to do. hmm Important. So I think that going forward, this, will help things get better. I think it'll get better and better. It's going to take some time, to fully, I can do this seamless, but it's a start. Oh, there it is. Finally figured it. Okay. You had to hit it in the right way. Okay, good. All right. Nice. Had to hit it in the right way. Now, okay, so I have my screen back. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you guys, it's going to take me some time to get this seamlessly, in place. I'll have to like practice somehow, like, and also start getting my images of the things that I want to talk about and share so I can have a full on uninterrupted show rather than telling you all that what I can do with these newfound features. But I can do. I call it being transparent. I just want to show you what I've got. You know, we're gonna get right into it the next time. I have to choose my topics. It even will allow me to pip, so I don't have to use complete image. I can actually be on the camera too. So that's also a good thing. So yeah, it'll be a full-on conversation, I'll assure you, with me on cam at the same, not just an image, but I can do just an image. But then you just be looking at whatever the image I put up. I think it'd be better if I use the pip feature and make sure I'm on camera too. Yeah. Today definitely is coming across as more like a relaxed day. I think it's gonna be more like a relaxed, take my time sort of day. I'm gonna enjoy it. And then I'll start again, I guess. Today is okay. Heading as we head towards the weekend. Oh my gosh, they've already sent me our roster for I call that Christmas rota. So yeah, they're already asking for my Christmas times. So definitely busy time of the year. I'm all in though. Yeah. They want. When do I have to do it? Like by the 18th. So yeah. Oh boy, what are they asking? Uh, I'm not clicking on it this time. There's like something about the favorite something. They wanted to take a poll. I am not clicking on that. That was so difficult to get out of that feature. So one thing that I noticed that about the app, there's like one feature. Part of the feature is where I guess it's for it's like two separate types of experiences for myself. One allows me like just to be in the room without seeing anybody. So it's like just responding. In my head, I'm like, do I want to like leave the comments going, not being able to see the comments? So that's the only thing that I was worried about. At least when I tested for to see if there were comments, because I don't. Well, yeah, no, no, no. Someone did comment, and I had to literally click out of the studio to then I was able to read, and see people. I was like, oh, like this is like puts me in a situation where I'm speaking, but there isn't anyone. It's like no one is in the can interact with me because you're not even visible. I don't even get to see who's in the room. Only way I could do it could make that work if I'm like looking at looking at a different app or my laptop. Like that would only be the other way. But the other feature allows me to see everything. And of course, as you all chat, you show up on this, like your chat shows up so I can, it's visible to me. So I like both features. And you both, also both features, you all responded to both of the features. So that's good that I have a choice. I was worried that one worked and the other one didn't. So yeah, I now it's saying okay, now you can fully run your live, and now all of a sudden I'm like, okay, what do I want to talk about? Before I'm like, oh, I have something to say. I have so much to talk about. Before I had the feature, before now I have access to all these bells and whistles. Don't worry, it'll come together, and you know be able to move smoothly into these conversations much more easily. I gotta practice, so I'm gonna get all the practice I need. With this between now and 500 watch hours, I'll get it right. Hopefully, it'll run just like just coming in and saying, "Look, look, this is what we're talking about here." Right now, it's so. What you doing? Hi, and how are you? But yeah, it'll get better. We'll figure it out. Make sure that the cards are nice and shuffled. Okay. Oh my goodness. Just in case. Okay. Okay, I want to look what's going on with these three. All right. Let's see. Divinely guided this year, this month, excuse me. Well, oh yes, next year's name is marriage. So this year's year of relationships, partnerships, soulmates, soul family. Next year, like this year, also hearing of of weddings to be, or hearing of uh, fiancés, people intending for marriage. 2026, I believe, is the year where the weddings happen. Year of the weddings. So it's about, right now it's about unity, unifying, unions, divinely guided. Okay, I can see that. This is about energetically, like um, the dynamics in the relationship, like maybe who will take lead in the relationship. Boy, triangles. So triangulated relationships, how they can be. Mm, this is a bit tricky because this is saying for preparing for the long journey or the long, like to go farther into the experience and how to do it, all the unknown too. So the future, there's uncertainty of how long, like at the end of the length of time, what happens. So certain relationships are becoming different. Transformation to divorce. Okay. So some relationships are springing forward. Okay. Some are falling away. Now that I understand that, but that's what made sense. All of a sudden they were talking about, now I get it. It's like in a relationship where it's um just the two, then the extra dimension, the third comes in, and then it's a connection, and it's who's gonna take the lead, and you know um one ultimately, like, okay, now it's like thinking about the future. Is this long term to commit to? Uncertainties here, but there's a transformation that's saying, okay, in order for the future to be validated, it's like the person chooses. Person will choose. Fast. So this will be very fast. Oh yeah, this is like something like follow your heart. You don't have to think about it. Just do it. The attraction. Oh boy, they're a pull, attraction like no other will most likely happen. Social the expectations, all what people will think. No time to think about what the neighbors are thinking. Settling in love. It means abstaining from love. Ooh. And you're pedestalizing. Don't pedestal. Put it on a pedestal. Oh wow. Like, what are you waiting for? Okay, I get it. Make your choice. All right. So blunt. Venus is so blunt. Lady Pleasure is like, where's the pleasure in abstaining from love? Wow. Okay. So blunt, Venus. All right. So change of topic. Run into there's a polar difference. I mean, same planetary. Venus is also about business, and so change of time. I'm gonna say this one is gonna the third one is gonna be complicated. I already know it's gonna be problematic, so I'm saving it for last. That's why I love the modern decks. They're so straight to the point. Yeah, but they're blunt in the right way. They're like down to earth. That's why I like them. It's like being down to earth. Mm-hmm. So let's take a look. I know. God, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna say this. So here we go. All right. The outlook. This is outlook future wise, okay, coming into what to be, the outlook is being cautious about moving completely into, um, taking charge of the next level, okay. But this is leadership, the destiny side of things, like falling into destiny. Well, it falls the lines of what we all should be doing. There's like what should I do? What should you be doing? Um, Paying close attention to details. Um, there's something to in order to fully embrace this part of the journey. There's also a moving. There's something like this is stepping into the journey by movement. It comes with a move, actually, meaning like in order to step in completely into where want to be, maybe like have autonomy, independent. It took a move, a shift, physical move. It could, but because this is business side, it definitely speaking to moving your business, maybe your services. Mm-hmm. Thinking of like not to, it's like don't not thinking limited. There's only one company. No, there's companies, plural. Um, gosh, there's a lot of caution. Beware. Oh yeah, staying too long, and you will be one day you're gonna stay too long, and you're actually gonna meet the gaze of the one who's just waiting for you to mess up. Um, Unclear. It's unclear why. Okay, why celebrate? No, this month of November. Mm-hmm. Who's not helping? Being in the one person in the team that's not encouraging for success, not encouraging successful outcome, successful actions. A person who's like looking and staring, and maybe even hating, and they're not even They're not even working. In other words, and their work is not to complement the work as a whole, as a team. Hmm. They're like, they do their bid, go home, clock, but making it extra challenging, maybe extra work on you, and you're like, why is this so? Like we're all on this. Like why is the leg one of the legs have more length than the other three? It's like something weird always happens. The software wasn't presented. Well, I mean, the software was not updated on time. Your day off is supposed to be success, 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 handed in by 9 a.m. It's 11:45. Like, person's like, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna have mine in. I'm gonna do it separate. That is somebody not wanting you to work out. But in your work, in your service, you need a motivator. All you gotta do is find the one who's a motivator. But they also said networking, so you kind of can't be stuck in one space. You gotta get around. You gotta get around. That comes with the world. In terms of movement. Transferring your business to other spaces, places in the world, or with people in the world. In this one, finding motivators as well. The person who is representation of part of the business, like a partnership, but is not just limited to that business. It's not just limited to that person who's also envious of potential successful outcome. The that the network, finding the motivator of your soul tribe. Then you can be patient, but don't be patient, or yeah, act now. Don't be patient and are you with the right company, or are you in the right group? No, be their patience happens when you meet your motivator and you network and you see people who, you could actually openly say, so I'm planning this project that is going to help make the office grow, bring so much growth. Yeah, I do need help with this. I need, and it works out rhythmically the way that it should to perfection. Okay, so, all right. Don't wait around at a courtesy. Stop being courteous. I'm being professional. No, you're being courteous. You're giving the wrong people, the one person who just is an absolute no, who has, they might as well wear the shirt with, I have a shirt, an orange, it's orange, you've seen it, and it has no on it, big letters. It's like they don't maybe have the shirt on, but they've got the energy on them. Yeah, you've got to get around the office. Or, you know, get involved, like open up the commerce, open up the market, with other people who are like, yeah, direct some of your services here, get them involved with you, network, shake off this person who's telling you no, and stop limiting yourself to that one business option. Get that out of the mind. Think the world, and then in terms of people, think peoples. So yeah, that's that. Okay. So now for the complicated one. What are you going to share with us? Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to try to go live through my studio. I'm going to try this. Um, Maybe do a quick sort of modern day style reading for, using the app. Okay, so here we go. See what this complicated one is. Wait, what are they going to say to us? All right. 1, 2, 3, and here we go. Synchronicity. I'm being in sync. False. Oh boy, a false synchronicity. Be careful. Twin flames, though, on the other side. There's a false person. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, but what does it mean though? I knew it was gonna be complicated. That's why I saved it for. That's why I was saying let's look at this. Lastly, pulling you up. Okay, so the one who's there, actually there for you, will encourage you. Okay. In the do like it's like the little things they say. It's the little things. That's how you know. And you both actually pair up and you guide each other and dazzle each other. Um, um, hmm You also can protect each other as well. Each other's dark desires could be each other's bliss. So like into confiding into one another. Okay, so but somehow it's flipping. It's talking about a synchronicity that is not with guarantees. It doesn't come with guarantees. Something is justified. Like if you okay, so I had a client who can understand why, like she just feel like she's on edge, but she's also justified. The people who's caused her to be on edge are actually people who are testing her energies. So it was like, well, you kind of just are like instinctively prepared for them, in other words. But they also said a lost case. Oh boy, there's a final test that lets you know that what you're getting from a someone, maybe it's time really kind of like better off as friends. Okay, so somebody who we thought, oh wow, and just justifying like why is I have any right to feel unsatisfied. Then it was well maybe it's a like trying to like over attempting over trying. The test is proven. Maybe better off as friends than lovers. Really, this third one seems to describes going forward with a true soul connection. This one's more like describing like one that is maybe we're holding on to, and maybe it's time to let that one go. But yeah, the arguments, all of this seems to be part of the plan. Picking an argument, part of the plan. Like that was meant to do, controlling the conversation. Your soul will activate, and at the height. Okay, so what's the outcome? The height separation, spending time away, will be a blessing, and but also hesitation. Oh my gosh. In my head, I'm like, my psychic self, the one that is like, well, the glass is half full, is saying you're going to be okay because you're out of something that was not benefiting. But the other hand is like, well, what are you going to do during those times separated? Because your like a lot of thoughts can be going through the mind as well. And how do you know like which one is which? Because it's like there's like a like there's it may be triangulated. So it might be the one person involved, but then another, and it's like which one or either. Yeah. So it seems like there's a lot that can how this can play out. A lot of ways in which this plays out. There's a lot of ways in which this plays out along the way. Ultimately, though, psychically, I can tell this one, at least with this deck, is really about releasing a person. Somebody's being released. But that's a good thing. We want them released if they don't mean you the highest benefit ever. So, anyway, fascinating. So, although I've been reading without my tools, not a problem. Not a problem. I can always read with my tools too. So anyway, I guess that's okay. I'm gonna try to come back on, and I'm going to use um, my app. So I'm going to come back, and I'm going to present a reading through the app. Okay, that's my goal.